Hello, it's about 10:30 at night now. I've been intending to film this video all day and most of this week because I have struggled to find a way to put it well enough to put it across to YouTube audience. I was subscribed to this particular person for about 2 years until the whole thing that happened recently. It's not that big a deal really, but it was the whole Zoella thing, where it became apparent that she'd used a ghostwriter. This was not well received by the media. And just before I crack on with this, I want to say that I'm not doing this because of some jealousy of Zoella, because I'm not jealous of her. Oddly enough, I don't envy her at all. It's great that she's successful, but the way that she's gone about it is slightly unlawful, and that's the problem here. And one of the other strings to their bow is books, and Zoella's book Go Online was released, and it smashed some records about the most books sold upon release, which is great and everything. Because apparently it beat Harry Potter with that record, and considering that Harry Potter was actually produced at first on a much smaller run, then there's no real surprise there. But yeah, and so the book was released, and everyone seemed very positive about it. There's a lot of news articles about it, and magazines covered it, and I think BuzzFeed covered it quite vigorously as well. And then it became apparent that it was discovered she may have used a ghostwriter, and this is not unusual with celebrities. Celebrities do use ghostwriters an awful lot when it comes to writing their autobiographies and things like that. The main issue here is that she lied to her 6 million fans. Most of them were young girls who looked up to her, and considering that the way that her brand operates, it's as if these girls are her friends. The fact that she lied to them is quite unsavoury, because it just seems like she can get away with it because she is famous, supposedly. I'm not jealous of the fact that she's released a book. I would like to release a book myself one day, but that's in the future. The fact is that she wasn't completely honest with her fans, and I really wonder why people will carry on trusting her after this if she's lied like as she has. So yeah, while I'm not adverse to success, because obviously these YouTubers have worked hard for their success, sometimes I think that the way that marketing and advertising operates, especially as YouTube is emerging as a form of advertising, that the viewers are manipulated quite heavily by the YouTubers. But what really annoys me about this whole YouTuber writers issue is, I'm sure that they're all great writers. I'm sure that they can eloquently put into a sentence how to match a lip gloss with a handbag. I'm sure they can do that. But it also means that these other human, normal people who are writers, and they try and get their first book seen by a publisher, and they can't. So as a result, the brand sells that the writing is the quality of the writing is the material. So long as they can get another book by Zoella, or another book by Pointless Blog, or another book by another YouTuber, then as a result, the struggling writers who are just writing about, who just write for who maybe generally written for years, they feel probably a bit cut out of, and maybe they feel that their effort is not worth, the attempts to get their book published is not worth the effort if it keeps on being, if the book world is constantly bombarded by all these books, by all these YouTubers. When YouTube becomes more about making money and making profit rather than making videos to have fun, that's when something is slightly wrong.